Hey guys, so I'm back with another book review. This one's on Witchery by Juliet Diaz, who is a Cuban healer. I found the book really interesting because I know that like Cuban healers are pretty closely connected to like the African healing system, but I also seen in here that it is slightly different, and so I found that pretty interesting. This book is really perfect for a beginner witch, especially if this is your culture and this is the route that you're going and stuff like that. I think this would be a really good book. It touched on a lot of key points and just encouraged you to keep up with your witchcraft if you are feeling called to this type of spirituality. The book was really short, simple, sweet, to the point. I liked that she gave a bit of her background, but also just kept to the point of like this book and just giving a beginner, someone who's just starting fresh, the courage to keep going and getting to see what they're kind of getting themselves into. She does in here talk about like working with the moon, which I really liked because I'm not really good at that, like working with the moon and numbers and stuff like that. And then she also talked about the fact that this book isn't the ends all to be all. So I thought that was really nice because I know a lot of people like to think like their book is just it. And I know she's proud of her work and stuff like that. But she said, don't let this, like be the end of your journey. Like this is just a piece of the puzzle, and go on and research. Don't just take my word for anything. She also puts in there when she says her spells / recipes, that you want to, if you don't feel connected to a certain aspect of that, don't do it. Like only do what feels good to you. She also discussed the fact that everything has a spirit in her belief, and that we need to take care of the earth. And that is something that's like huge. We do need to do that. As humans in general, not just witches, as humans, we need to take care of Mother Earth. Like there's so many crazy things, in my opinion, that are going on, and it's because we are not doing what we're supposed to be doing. This book does have, again, like I just mentioned, a decent amount of recipes. So she goes into spells for healing a broken heart, protection, success, wealth and abundance, luck, healing, purification, new beginnings, psychic enhancement, and manifestation. And she gives at least 3 spells for each of those, and I thought that was really nice. And they're really simple and very easy to carry out. If you are a beginner witch watching this, good places to find your herbs would be like your local grocery store. If you have a Winco, they have bulk. I love going to Winco to find my herbs, but they do only have very like specific ones that of course you would cook with. Some of the things called for are things that we don't necessarily are typically cook with. Another place that I personally like to go are the, I believe, Arabic markets. I want to say Arabic, Mediterranean. I'm not 100% sure, but they do have some of the other things that are not typically found like in the grocery store. They have like different oils. I want to say they have waters there, and then they also have roses, which I like to get among other herbs. They also have there, and then also like your Spanish markets have pretty decent herbs and stuff like that as well. And they oftentimes too do have fresh herbs if you like using fresh herbs. But anyhow, so this also goes over some of the herbs and stuff. Well, not just for the spells, but just herbs in general, like growing your own, speaking life into them, knowing them if you're growing them, and like the benefits of growing your own herbs and using your fresh herbs from your garden. She does also, let me see. She talks about like meditation and visualization, which are very important within your craft. Just learning to work with that and stuff like that. And then responsibilities on being a witch, which again include like healing the earth, and just like if you are like foraging and stuff like that, taking what you need and being just mindful of things. She talks about the Book of Shadow, creating an altar, harnessing ancestral wisdom, cleansing and protection, which are very important. And then, yeah, those are the things that kind of just stick out to me. And then again, I thought that it was just a very easy read. I was actually able to read it, I think 2 to 3 days earlier than expected because it was such an easy read. The pages were just flying by, and I probably didn't have much to do in my life that week, but so I had a little bit of extra reading time, but it all worked out and it was great. I do recommend this, especially if you're a beginner witch. I think that this book can go across different practices just to get, like I said, like the basic information that she gives out, and then you can, you know, add on to that as far as making it more culturally specific to whatever your path is. She does also have 2 other books. One is about herbs, and I have all her other 2 books too. One is about herbs, and I am not planning to like read that one through and through. I just use it kind of like as an herb dictionary kind of thing, like if I'm doing a spell and I need help on knowing what, you know, specific herbs I need and stuff like that. And then she does have one called The Altar Is You, which I planned on reading right after this, but another book that I had on pre-order came in, and then it was like Juneteenth around Juneteenth when I finished this, I think the day before. So then the other book came like the same day or maybe a day earlier than I finished this. And I was like, it's Juneteenth, I'm gonna read this other book and like just let it flow together. It called me to read it. So, but I will be reading The Altar Is You next, and I'm very excited to read that and see what she has to say, because I love learning about like altars, especially ancestor altars, and I'm just interested to see what she means. I'm pretty sure I know what she means by The Altar Is You, but I'm interested to see her take on it. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this book review, and into the next one. Bye.